So, hi everyone, my name is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today we are going to be covering what Scott Leroy Marketing can do for you, both with onboarding and after onboarding. If you are here with me live and you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the chat throughout the class. I will try to get to them in the middle while I'm teaching, but otherwise, I will save some time at the very end for questions. If you're watching this back on replay and you have any questions, please feel free to email us support@scottleroymarketing.com and we will be happy to help you with that as well. So we are going to be spending a lot of our time on this agent resources page today. I am first going to show you, if you do want to watch this training back after we get off the Zoom, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. We do recommend the videos tab of our YouTube channel. That will give you the most recent videos first. If you are searching, sometimes it pulls up older videos that are maybe not the same as they were. So let me show you. If I were to search for it, the first one that pops up is from 2 months ago, 1 month ago, 3 months ago. You have to scroll down a bit before you find our most recent one, where if you go to the videos tab, you will see our most recent videos here. And so you can scroll through and find those. So we just always recommend looking for that videos tab and finding it. And if you do have to search, just make sure you're checking out those dates to find the most recent one. Things are always changing with KW and the services that we provide here at Scott Leroy Marketing. So finding the most recent videos is going to be important. Today's class recording will be on our YouTube channel within 24 hours. You can always locate our previous class archives and tip videos here anytime. So we are going to go back over to our website. So Scott Leroy Marketing website, if you are not familiar with it, it is just scottleroymarketing.com. And once we are there, we are going to be required to log in. So as you are seeing right here, mine says log out in the top corner. That just means that I am already logged in under a market center. But yours would say log in. You would want to click on that, and then it would have you enter your market center number. So we are primarily going to be hanging out under this agent resources tab today. The first thing we want to take a look at is these questionnaires right here. So I am going to just open this, and then that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. I'm going to open this in a new tab really quickly just so you can see it. As you can see, when we open one of these questionnaires, we revamped our onboarding. So when you go to the questionnaire, it's going to give you the option to go through and pick what best suits you. So it'll ask, like joining KW, already at KW, transferring. In order to help you understand where you fall into the categories with a bunch of these questions, we're going to go ahead and cover our old categories for questionnaires. When you hover over questionnaire, these are what we used to send you. So if we were to send you if we were to send you a new agent or an expansion questionnaire, it's going to send you to that same link we were just on. But going through these is going to help you understand as you're going through the questions in that questionnaire. So the first one is a new agent questionnaire. A new agent does not necessarily mean that you are brand new licensed as an agent. It just means that you are new to Keller Williams. So this could be that you are a newly licensed agent and just passed your test, or it could just mean that you are joining KW for the first time. Sorry, I had to let somebody in, and when I do that, it takes me off of that screen. The next would be an admin questionnaire, and an admin is going to be someone that is joining a team or a group of agents. So generally, this would fall under a non-licensed associate. Generally, you'd be doing some type of support for a team, whether that is transaction coordination, marketing, or things like that. A capper is generally someone coming from another brokerage. You would have already done quite a few deals. You have quite a bit of production already. This just allows us to know that you most likely have transactions currently going on, and your setup needs to be speedy and accurate because we don't want to cause any type of lapse in your business. So a capper, you would have done a few transactions already, and you are most likely coming from another brokerage with several transactions in process right now. Next would be an expansion. Expansion means you are in more than one Keller Williams office. You could be in a state where you are very nearby to another state and you've decided to get both licenses. You could also maybe travel a lot and you have a license in two different states, like one in Florida and one in California. But basically, you're going to have your license in two different Keller Williams offices. There are also expansion teams, and that would fall under the same bucket. Next is going to be a hidden agent setup. So most likely, this is going to be for someone who is, again, already in production with another brokerage. You are transferring to KW. Maybe you haven't fully made the transition yet, but you want to go ahead and get everything set up and running so that when you do transition, everything is smooth. So this allows us to hide your public profiles. So sometimes we see this when an agent is transferring, they still have a few deals to close. Maybe they want to talk to their current brokerage before they transfer over, but they want to get everything set up to make a smooth transition. Next is going to be market center staff. So this is pretty self-explanatory. It is going to be your market center's leadership team. So whether that is the MCA, your director of first impressions, or something like that. Next, we have returning. So this is going to be where you were a KW agent and you left, whether you left for a month, you left for 5 years, 10 years, any amount of time, and you are coming back to KW. This just means the system will already recognize you, and so we would just need to fill out that returning one. Next is a team. This could be an admin. Most likely it is a licensed agent joining the team as a listing agent or a buyer's agent. Sorry, I'll have to let in some more people. We'll go back over here. So next we have a tech refresh questionnaire. So this is going to be for any KW agent that has been with Keller Williams for any length of time. This allows us to go in and audit your KW systems and see if maybe there's any tech that we are providing for new agents that you didn't have when you joined KW. For example, we are now setting up Canva and TidyCal and things like that. So if you joined a few years ago, those weren't services that we offered. So you can do a tech refresh and we will go through all of your systems to make sure everything is set up and you are taking full advantage of everything that we offer. And then the last one is just transfer agent. So this is going to be for transferring from one Keller Williams office to another. So if you are moving across the country, moving from one state to another, or if you're just moving, switching KW offices locally, you would fall under a transfer agent. So again, any of those questionnaires are going to bring you to that same questionnaire page, but going through those is going to help you identify where you would fall when you are filling out these questions. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to our support team as well. Again, that is support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we are always happy to answer those questions. I do see a question in the chat. Where do we find our KW Market Center number? That is a great question. You can find it in your White Pages profile. You can also ask your Market Center staff, and they would be happy to tell you. You can also reach out to us and we'll be happy to see if we can find that Market Center number for you. So feel free to reach out at any point about that. So then we are going to switch over here. Once you've filled out your questionnaire, every office is a little bit different with how the agent gets that questionnaire and fills it out. So some offices will do it for you. Others will go through it with you in a meeting, or they'll just have you fill it out on your own. But once that questionnaire is submitted and we have completed our part of your setup, you're going to get an email that looks similar to this one right here. So it's going to say Keller Cloud setup complete. It'll have your name here where it says example on mine, and it will have your market center number here. So then we can scroll down. We like to recommend that you save this email, star it, keep it handy just in case you ever need to refer back to it. We did just update this, so it looks a little bit different than if you got your setup probably like a couple weeks ago. So it's very similar, but we just changed our layout a little bit. So it's going to have your market center number here as well. We are adamant about putting your market center number in as many places as possible. So we just want to make sure that we have that wherever we can. We'll also put your setup type here. So if you're joining KW for the first time, this will be linked to that KW questionnaire that you would have filled out. I do see a question in the chat where can we find the past recordings? And then thank you also, Jose or Joe, for dropping that link in the chat. So yeah, you can find it at that link in there. You even dropped the videos tab. Do appreciate that. That'll help you find the most recent videos. So this one will be posted within 24 hours, just so you know. And then the rest of our previous recordings will be on there as well. So then moving down, it's going to say, welcome to your KW Technology Suite. And it'll give you everything you need to maximize your tools from day one. So this first video right here is just going to kind of walk you through this video. Sorry about that. It's just going to walk you through basically a lot of the same things that I'm walking through today. So feel free to check that out. I'm going to keep moving down. It's just going to provide any notes from your onboarding team here. So notes could be whether something is not really working. There was a glitch in command at the time and we were unable to fully set something up. Or it may just ask for your headshot and biography. Feel free to send those over and we'd be happy to, feel free to reply to this email with those and we'd be happy to get that updated for you. So then it will have the SLM website password. So that's going to be the website we were just on. And again, it's going to be your market center number. So we do like to put that in as many places as possible. We've already seen it 3 times on this email. And then it'll give you a video, how to use our website and a login button. So that'll bring you straight to our website for you to log in. So then moving down, we have your KW systems username and password. So these are going to be used to log into Command app, KW Connect, and Keller Home Loans. Basically, any KW platform that you are signing into, you are going to be using the username and password that you would be seeing right here. It has a link to go ahead and log into Command. So this will bring you straight to Command for you to log in. As a note, when you are copying and pasting your username and password over, your username is not case sensitive. So if we were to change this to all lowercase or all uppercase, it would not prevent us from logging in. Password is case sensitive and it will likely have punctuation somewhere on the end or in the middle of the password. You do want to make sure that if you are double clicking that it grabs the whole thing. You also want to make sure it does not have any spaces before or after the password because that will prevent you from logging in. So just make sure there's no spaces in your password and you get the whole password through here. Moving down, you have your Google Workspace. So this is going to be your KW email address. It'll provide you with your email and your logins. It'll tell you if your email forwarding was set up, whether you requested it. It'll give you just kind of an overview right here. And then we have some links here for you to be able to access your email, update your verification, and just some videos on the KW email from us. So you can click on that and it'll give you some more tips and tricks with the KW emails. Moving down, you're going to have your KW command website. So this is going to be personalized to you. It will be your own personal consumer website. As a note with this one, on the KW websites, you will not have a login to that because you will do any edits and things like that from command. So if you are on your website and you are trying to log in, you would have to create one just like a consumer. Next, we have your command email. This will likely have your new KW email here. And this is just going to be where you are seeing where those emails that you send through command are going to be replied to. So that's where all reply to emails are going to be sent through command. Moving down, you have your KW consumer app. Again, that will be branded specifically to you. It will have your personal app link right here that you can go to download your own app. A quick note about that is the same with the website. If you are on the app, you will have to create a login through as a consumer would. So you would have to just create a new login for that. Again, it would be controlled through command. So if you are logging into those websites directly, you would want to create an account. Next is your KW agent profile, and that is just going to be kw.com, what someone is seeing when they search for your name on kw.com, and it will pull up your information so you can see what other people are seeing. Next, we have the Keller Home Loans and the Keller Covered Personal links, along with information on those. Next, we have a link for Twilio here. So Twilio, we do not set up for you because it does require a subscription. However, it is very commonly used. People use it for mass texting their database. It can be integrated directly with command. So we provide a link here just because a lot of agents do use this. Again, it does require a subscription. So you'll want to go to marketplace.kw.com to purchase that subscription, and then you can integrate it. We do have some instructions here as well on how to purchase and integrate that. Moving down, we have DocuSign. So some offices use DocuSign, some use dotloop. Most of the offices that we are working with do use DocuSign, so that will be the primary one you would see here. But we will include your dotloop logins if your Market Center is using dotloop. But here we'll have your DocuSign username or email address and your DocuSign password. We will have your security question. DocuSign does require us to set this up with your setup. So we'll have a security question and answer here. This is specific to you. So this is one reason why we say to keep this email. I would recommend keeping this email for the entire time you are with KW, just in case you ever need that security question and answer. You will want to copy that answer exactly as it is, including any dots or dashes in the phone number formatting. So just keep it for that specifically. And we also have a link here for you to be able to log in directly. Moving down, we have some additional logins. So we have Gemini AI, which is Google's AI. It's generally a paid subscription. It is now included with KW emails. So if you go here, you can log in with that KW email and password that we would have linked up above, but you will copy it again here for you. And then you can log into Gemini here. We'll go over this a little bit more when we go back over to our Scott Leroy Marketing website, but we do have a bunch of prompts that you can use for your AI. Super helpful. And again, we'll cover that in a little bit. We have Instacard. We did used to set up Blink for agents. It is a digital business card. Now we use Instacard. So we'll have that set up for you. It'll, again, provide your logins and your business card shareable link here and a link to log in. So this will help you be able to directly share your contact information with someone if you would like. Next, we have Zoom and we have TidyCal. Zoom will allow you to access trainings like this one. So you can log in with that there. And TidyCal is similar to Calendly. It'll help you schedule automatically. We will have a shareable appointment calendar link for you here, along with your username and password. Again, another login link. So we have a bunch of links here to help you be able to access those right away. And we also have Canva. We'll set that up under your KW email for you. As a note, those subscriptions are not going to be paid for subscriptions. They're all going to be a basic subscription, not paid for. So if you do have a paid account with Canva or Zoom or Instacard, then you would want to probably continue using those just because these are a very basic account. So just keep that in mind. You do not have to use it just because we set it up, but we do set it up to help you out some more. We also have a link to our design templates, which we will cover again when we go back to the Scott Leroy Marketing website. So then we have some helpful resources. So royalty-free media, KW Answers, KW Connect, technology, and then our YouTube channel is linked here as well. So next we have the next steps section. So again, this is going to, we're going to be talking about how we can help you beyond the onboarding process. And so yeah, so this is just a couple ways that you can do that. So you can send us your database to import to command. You got to start generating business, and most likely the best way to do that is through the people that you already know. So getting your contacts from your phone or another platform and getting those added to command so you can start reaching out to people is going to be really important. So you can send us your CSV files or Excel files, and we'd be happy to help import those for you. Announcing your move to KW. Super important. It's kind of hard to find business if you were what we would call a secret agent. You've got to let people know that you are an agent. So this kind of goes over how you can share that information. Next, we have some jump starts and challenges, which again, we'll cover some more of that when we go back to the SLM website. We have tips for your biography. We'll cover that again on the website as well. And then training videos here. There are some super helpful support numbers and email addresses that you can have on file. So KW International, Kettler Home Loans, DocuSign, our contact information, as well as Twilio contact information. So these are just some helpful things to keep on hand if you ever need to reach these companies for assistance. We do have a couple, it'll show some attachments. So these are going to be some of those videos that we have linked in here. So our biography tips, that setup video that we have linked at the top, and then also the Keller covered. So now we are going to go back over to the KW website. So not the KW website, I'm sorry. The Scott Leroy Marketing website, again, scottleroymarketing.com. So that is just going to help you. And then next we're going to go back to the agent resources tab. This is where you're going to find a lot of those things that we can assist you with. So we went over the questionnaires. So the next thing is going to be the new KW agent websites. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate over to there. If you've been with KW for a while, a little over a year now, probably, KW upgraded every KW agent's website to a new website. So with that, we wanted to make sure you had all of the resources at your fingertips to be able to customize and enhance your website. So this link is going to be where you can find all of that. Scroll down, you will have our YouTube playlist here. We're just going to go over all of the things that you can change on your website. Scrolling down, we're going to skip this section about before launching your KW website. So before they fully launched it for everyone, there was an option to go ahead and upgrade it. But now that we have, everyone has been fully updated to the new KW sites, this part you will not need as much. So then we'll scroll down to the next section, which is going to be after you've launched your website. So this is going to go over how you can customize it. So adding testimonials, updating hero images, managing your featured listings, and creating an open house sign-in page. So these are going to be super helpful videos on updating your website. And then we also have some KWRI provided articles here. So that's just some things you can do with your website. Again, you can always check out our YouTube channel. We're putting out tip videos all the time that go over new updates in command and features that can help you stay in the know on what is going on with KW. Our next tab is going to be the live webinars. That is going to bring you right into this class or any other class that we have throughout the week. So that's going to bring you to the live Zoom. If you go down, we have training. You can access the training calendar. So it'll also allow you to access the live class if you click that link. If you need to access our recorded trainings, you can do that here or our YouTube channel. Scrolling down, you can also vote for upcoming classes. So every other Friday, we allow you to tell us what class you would like to see. So if you wanted to jump onto next Friday's class, you can come on here and vote on which class you'd want to see. Moving down, you will find the entire month in classes. So this is just going to show you our full training calendar for the month. So you can see what each day's class is going to be, you can click on it and it will give you the full title of the class, a brief overview of it, and then the Zoom link. There's a super helpful add to Google Calendar button right here. You can go ahead and add that directly to your calendar so that you are not missing classes. You're not having to come to our website to find it. It can just be integrated fully with your Google Calendar. So that will help you get it all in one place. Moving down, we have printable versions of our training calendar. I'm going to open that in a new link. So if you have an office or computer desk and you want to have a printout, you can come on here and print them out. They're broken down by day of the week. On the right-hand side, they have the dates for those classes. So if you print it out, you can highlight those so that you can see what you are wanting to jump on. I'm going to switch back over. Then we also have an overview of all of the classes that we offer. So it'll kind of give you just a little more information on what you can expect in each class. So back under the training tab, the next thing is going to be the Scott Leroy Marketing challenges. So this is going to have 30-day challenges here. So it'll be getting started, command, then we have some jumpstart challenges. It's kind of another way for you to get familiar with the KW systems and what we do here at SLM. So you can come on here and find all of these challenges here. They'll kind of give you different tasks to get you started with learning. So if you are a self-learner, you kind of like to do your own thing, you can definitely check those out. You can print them out or you can have them added directly to your smart plans in command and it will give you daily tasks. I'm going to click on that just so you can see. We'll open up the printable version. So it'll give you a bunch of different tasks just so you can see what you can do to help boost your business right away and maybe get an idea of what other agents may be doing type of thing. So just some great ways for you to get familiar with all the different parts of commands. So next you have the KW, the Keller Cloud cheat sheets. So these are going to be super helpful if you are not sure how something works or what to do. You can come on here and check these out. If you're looking for something specific, they're broken down into particular areas like opportunities, landing pages, things like that. So there's kind of going to be a manual that goes over each of these different platforms. So a great training resource for you. Feel free to check those out. Next, we have the digital marketing tips. So this is going to have a ton of video resources for you. There are a ton of different topics. You can skim through those and see if there's anything that appeals to you. We have videos for DocuSign, things like that. We're all about making sure you have all of the resources and trainings available at your fingertips so that you can find all of these on here. So we're going to move down and we have recorded training classes. So a couple of ways you can access this. You can obviously come right here. Again, you can always also go to our YouTube channel. So these are broken down by category, and these are going to bring you directly to the YouTube channel playlist for each of these categories. So if you're looking for our DocuSign classes, KW command things, or a bunch of different things on here, you can come here. It'll bring up you directly to our YouTube channel with that playlist that you've selected. So then moving down, we have agent support. So we're going to spend a good bit of time here because this has a lot of those things that we can help you with right after you've onboarded. So if you have, take a look at this, we have a top rated section. So if you need a new biography, you can click on this. I'm going to open it just so you can see what it looks like. So it's going to bring up a form. It'll have a video here on how to fill out the form. And then it'll have you provide your information, and then it'll have you enter your biography. So we are also happy to help write that biography for you. So if you have one that you would like us to enter in, you can enter it here exactly as you want it on your website. Otherwise, you can click, please write my bio for me, and it will have you give a couple things you would like highlighted in your biography. Whether you are a realtor specializing in single family homes, something personal you want highlighted on there, feel free to enter that in here and we'll be happy to help write that for you and get it updated. And then you would just want to make sure you submitted it. So then we're going to go back over to our site. So then the next thing is importing your database. So again, we saw that in the bottom of our email that is something that we can help with. So you can come here and fill this out. All of these are going to be a bunch of forms that you can fill out for us to collect the information that we need in order to update these things for you. I'm not going to open every single one because they do look fairly similar, just related to each individual thing. But this is going to be for importing your database. So you can go ahead and do that here. So we'll go ahead and reformat those if you submit them as an Excel or CSV file, and we'll re-import them. Sorry, we'll reformat them so that they import correctly. Command can be a little finicky with imports, just because it has to follow a very specific template, which they do have in Command. But we'd be happy to reformat that for you so that it imports correctly. Updating your database contact information. If you need help updating your database contact information, so this is a smart plan if you're missing pieces of information for your contacts, so it'll help fill in those pieces that you are missing. Next, we have the marketing support section. We have a great monthly newsletter. We create a newsletter every month that you can come and request through our website. As a note, you do have to request it every month. It is not ongoing because we do create a new one each month that is specific to that month and what may be going on. So if you come here and fill this out, you can request that we add that smart plan to your command. I'm going to go ahead and open that just so you can go ahead and see what it looks like. So on that, it'll ask for your information. And if you scroll down, it's going to ask if you want it sent to specific tags. So if you have a certain group of contacts that you would want it sent to, if you want it sent to all of your contacts, or if you want to send it yourself. So you can select any of those and we will send it out based on how you do that. Then we'll go back over here. So next we have free marketing templates. We're going to come back to this in a little bit. It's in a couple of different places on our website. So we'll come back to this very last, and I'll show you all of the places that you can find this. Let's see here. Next, if you need API Nation setup or importing top producers, Smart Plan setup, Spring Clean Smart Plan, those will again be different forms that you can fill out. So that we can collect all of that necessary information. So this one, the Smart Plan Setup, will allow you to get all of the KWRI provided smart plans added to your command. So you can select which one you want added, or if you want all of them added on here. So that is super helpful. KW does have a bunch of different smart plans, so that we can help you with. Then we'll go back over here. And next we have getting started. If you've completed your questionnaire and you've gotten your setup already, most likely a lot of this would have been done already. For example, your command setup, your DocuSign setup, things like that is already likely been completed. As a note, with this KWLS open house, the process has changed. So we are working to remove this from our website at the moment, but no, not really the same process for this. So you can have a page created for you, but if you have an open house in your MLS, it should automatically populate over to KWLS. So you wouldn't need to fill out that form. We do have another form for helping get an open house page for your website, and I believe that is under the website section that we were looking at a couple minutes ago. Otherwise, if you need help exporting contacts, importing your database, updating your headshot, so your headshot and your biography, which we were looking at a minute ago, there's also another link here for updating the biography. There are 3 different places currently for you to update both your headshot and your biography, and they do not in command, and they do not communicate with each other perfectly. So you would need to update your headshot and your biography in those 3 different places for it to show everywhere. We are more than happy to update those for you if you just want to fill out the form for updating your headshot or updating your biography, things like that, and we can help take care of that for you. Need help resetting your KW password, creating a QR code. If you need MailChimp or Dotloop set up here, we can help with those as well. So moving down, we have looking to rebrand. The first thing is going to be leaving a team. So if you are leaving a team, your profiles will need to be updated to remove some team branding information. So this just allows us to go in and make sure that all of that information is removed for you so that your website is not still showing a team or things like that. You need help updating your market center's logos. And this, if you've joined a team or switched teams, we can help with that as well. If you need to update those social media links, if you have them and you need to update them on your website or things like that, we can help update those here. So all of these are just things that we are happy to help with to help you rebrand your things. Some of them are super easy website updates, updating the website address, office address, things like that. And we have the KW calendar here. Every office has a KW calendar through the intranet. Not all offices utilize that calendar. However, if your market center does, we can help connect that to your Gmail calendar. Again, it's similar to that training calendar that we have where we can add it directly to your calendar so that you have all of your trainings in one place. That way you're not going to different places and platforms to find all of those things, because we all know if you are looking at 3 different calendars, then things can get a little bit confusing, a little easier to miss. So this will just help you make sure you have everything in one place as well. If you need help creating an email alias or forwarding your email, things like that, you can fill out those forms as well. Moving down, we have our website support. So the KW websites can be a little tricky and not everybody is comfortable with them. So if you're looking to make enhancements to your website and you are not sure how to do it yourself, you can come here and we have some things that we are happy to go in and help with. For example, website enhancements, you can add all of the additional pages that we offer. I'll open that up in a new tab. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't say on here which ones they are. But things like a school search or a home search or a like your local school search, sorry about that, mortgage calculator, things like that. So those are just some helpful things that we can add. We also can add a app download page if you want to set up domain forwarding. So domain forwarding would be if you have, for example, a personal website through, say, GoDaddy or something like that, and you want it forwarded over to your KW site so that when someone enters that link, they're directed directly over to your KW site. You can fill out the domain forwarding form, and we're happy to set that up for you. A What's My Home Worth page, if you want your featured listings set up, if you need help with Google Analytics, listing landing page, monthly blog added to your site, or the Keeping Current Matters blog. We're happy to help fill those out for you. Keeping Current Matters is a little different now as well. And then moving down, we also have a mortgage calculator, open house sign-in sheet. Again, you can fill that out here and we can help create an open house sign-in sheet. It used to be that the open house sign-in sheets were just kind of generalized with the KW websites. And so you would use the same open house sign-in sheet for each listing. They've now changed it so that each are linked to a specific listing, which is great because since those leads from your open house sign-in sheet are directed over to your command, you'll be able to see which open house they were at. So that will be linked on their profile, which one they are. So we're happy to help create those for your different things. If you need your preferred vendors added, website slideshow, testimonial form. If you have an NEO new construction, it's not available in every area, but if you do have it in your area and you have a subscription already, you can fill that out and we'd be happy to help with that. And moving down, we have building your business. So we have Canva account set up, Zoom account set up, your digital business card, and creating a TidyCal account. So these are, again, those third-party platforms that we help set up in your command. I do see some questions in the chat. I am going to save those and I'll circle back at the end. Just want to make sure I have enough time to cover everything, but I will make sure I answer your questions at the end. But I am not ignoring you. I do see them. I will just save them for the end and we'll circle back through the questions. But again, with these, so your Canva account set up, Zoom, TidyCal, or your digital business card. So these are all going to be forms as well. For the Canva, Zoom, and TidyCal, each one of these is going to bring you to the same form where you can select if you want all three of them set up or if you only want certain ones set up. You can do that. So all three of those you can use the same form for. You don't have to create a new form for each one. Digital business card would need a separate form just because there's more information on that form that you would need for setting up the digital business card. Moving down, if you are in an area with a specific compliance requirements and you need help updating some things, you can do that here. Generally, we would be aware of any compliance things when we are setting it up, but if there are things that have changed, you can fill that out as well. Leadership support, I'm not going to go too in depth on this today, but if you are in Market Center leadership and you need help, we have a bunch of resources for you. You also have your own tab up at the very top that gives you a bunch of different things. So there's a bunch of stuff we can help out with. If you do need help beyond this, feel free to email us, support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we are more than happy to help out. So then next we have marketing support. So the first thing in marketing support is going to be the agent concierge. So I'm going to move over to there. So this is going to be do it for you marketing. So where you fill out the form and our team creates marketing stuff for you. So you would fill this out. This is the same place where we saw a free templates earlier on the agent support tab. This is going to be the same thing. You can also go to real estate marketing up here and click on agent concierge, and that will all bring you to the same place. I'm going to walk you through how to do this. So we will click start on that. It's going to ask if it's your first time or you've already done one before. I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. I'll ask for your Market Center number. And then it's going to ask if you are submitting it for yourself or on behalf of someone else. You may be asking, why would you be submitting it on someone else's behalf? If you are, say you're on a team, you're an admin, and you are creating marketing stuff for one of the agents on your team, you would say you're creating it for someone else. Or if, say, you have an open house, but someone else is hosting it for you, you could say someone else. I'm going to go ahead and click for myself just so we can go through this. It's going to ask for your name. It's going to ask if you want to choose from our most popular designs or from all of the available designs. I'm going to go ahead and say all just so that you can see them. And then it's going to ask what type of design you want. So if you want social post, postcard, flyer, or all of the above, I'm going to say all of the above again so that you can see it. And then it's going to show you the templates for social posts. So we can scroll through these and we can see what we like. I know they are a little bit small So we'll just select one that looks good. We'll say next. Same with the flyers. I'm gonna go with that one. And then with the postcards, we can see it has both sides on most of these as well. I'm gonna just go with that one. Then next it's gonna ask for the property address. Good. And then it'll ask for the listing status. So for all of these, except for the open house, it's just going to move directly to asking for your contact information. I'm going to click open house just so we can see this. It's going to ask you for the date and time of the open house. I'm just going to say it'll be, I don't even know what today's date is. So it would be, we'll say April 18th at 2 to 4 p.m. And we'll say next, and then it's going to ask for your business email address. Put that in. It'll ask for your phone number. Grab that from down here as well. And then if you have a headshot you want added, you can put that in here. If you have a logo you want uploaded, you can put that here. And then any comments you have, you can fill out those out here. So I'm going to click review and submit just so I can review it real quick. Under each of these, you'll be able to go back and edit your answers before you submit it. So if you entered your name in wrong, you can click edit, and that way you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning and redo it. You can also see the ones you've picked here in a bigger icon, so you have a better look at what each of these look like. So you can go back and edit those as well. And then you would want to click submit. I'm not going to submit this just because I do not want them creating these, obviously. But you would want to click submit. And yeah, as a note, if you are filling this out, we do want to make sure you are aware. We ask for 1 to 2 full business days before, as turnaround. We try to get it done in less than that, but it may take up to 2 full days. So if you are requesting this for April 18th and you are saying you are requesting it on the 17th, then it will not necessarily be done in time. So just make sure you are requesting this with enough time for it to be created before your event. That way you can make sure you have time for it. It's the same with really all the requests, 1 to 2 business days. We do try to get it done as fast as possible. But just keep that in mind as our turnaround time. Next, we have those Gemini Advanced and ChatGPT prompts. So we saw this in our setup email. It's going to have a video here walking you through accessing Gemini Advanced. And then it's got over 100 prompts for you. So this is probably my favorite part of our website all around, just because I think it's really cool. But we have a bunch of prompts in here that you can just enter into your ChatGPT or your Gemini AI, whatever AI you like to use, you can use those prompts in that AI bot, and it can help you with some business prompts. So we have a bunch of different sections down here, pricing and market analysis, marketing and advertising questions. So we have a bunch of different questions that you can use, lead gen prompts, open house prompts. So these are just some really cool prompts that you can play around with in whatever AI you like to use, just to help you with your business. Next, we have the monthly blog and monthly newsletter, which we covered a bit before. So we have that monthly newsletter. We also have a monthly blog. You can have those added to your site or to your command. And then we have templates. So these are going to be some Canva templates that you can use. We create a lot of Canva templates. So you can come on here and customize those. So I'm just going to go with, we'll say the email signatures. We click on that, it's going to bring us to a bunch of different ones. So you can scroll through these and find one that you like. So we will just go with that one. We'll just say use template for new design. It's going to bring us over to our Canva. And we'll let it load. It's going to have all of the ones that you just looked through. So you would want to scroll back through again to find the one that you liked, which I think was that one. And then you can go in and edit all of this information, and it will help you be able to just download those and use those. With the email signatures, we do always recommend that you reach out to your market center leadership to make sure that you are in compliance with your signature. We do not always know all of what you would need. So your market center leadership is going to be the best resource for you on compliance, just because they know your local rules and guidelines better than we would. But again, you can come through here and fill out those. I'm going to go back to our templates. And we also have postcards and social posts that you can use. And again, it's going to be the same thing. You would just click on the one that you wanted and scroll through and find ones that you liked. And then again, it's just going to bring you to Canva where you can edit those as well. I'm not going to open it this time. So that is all of our Scott Leroy marketing website. If you have questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. If you are not sticking around for questions, I hope you have a great rest of your week. If you have any questions later on, please feel free to email us support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we are always happy to help.